Hello there, and welcome to the Sleep Discovery Channel. Tonight, we drift closer to home, into the quiet beauty of our own solar system. For billions of years, the planets have circled our sun in a slow, celestial dance, each world unique, each holding its own story of storms, ice, fire, and silence. From Mercury's scorched surface to Neptune's howling winds, our solar system is both familiar and endlessly mysterious. It is our neighborhood in the cosmos, and yet, even here, there are wonders science is still only beginning to understand. So, tonight, let the stars become your nightlight, and let these stories guide you gently toward rest. If you enjoy drifting off to quiet facts and cosmic wonder, feel free to like and subscribe. But for now, there's nothing left to do. Just listen, breathe, and let your mind wander among the worlds that share our sun. We begin with Mercury, the smallest and swiftest planet. It races around the sun in just 88 days. Its surface baked by day and frozen by night. There, the sun rises twice in a single morning and sets twice in a single evening, a place where time itself seems to hesitate. Mercury has no real atmosphere, only a whisper of particles stolen from the solar wind. Yet its surface bears the scars of billions of years, craters frozen in silence, unchanged since the dawn of the solar system. In the stillness of that airless world, you can almost imagine the first sparks of sunlight ever to touch a newborn planet. Next, we glide to Venus, a world wrapped in golden clouds. To the eye, it is beautiful, but beneath that beauty lies a furnace. Venus is hotter than any planet in the solar system, hot enough to melt lead. Its atmosphere is thick with carbon dioxide. Its clouds rain acid. Its pressure would crush a human in seconds. And yet, scientists believe Venus may once have been like Earth, with oceans, blue skies, and gentle breezes. Something changed. A runaway greenhouse effect turned paradise into fire. Venus stands as both a warning and a wonder, a glimpse of what can happen when a planet loses balance. Now we come to Earth, our fragile island in the cosmic sea, the only world we know with life, the only one that sings. Here, oceans move like breath, forests sway like heartbeats, and clouds drift across a sky that protects and nourishes. From space, Earth glows softly, blue, white, and alive. It is easy to forget, but every mountain, every wave, every sound you've ever heard is happening on the surface of a single, floating world. A speck of dust illuminated by sunlight, spinning endlessly through a sea of stars. And beyond Earth lies Mars, the red planet, cold, ancient, and hauntingly still. Mars once had rivers, lakes, and perhaps even oceans. Now it is a desert of rust and dust, its air so thin that water cannot flow. But the fingerprints of the past remain. Valleys carved by water, frozen ice beneath its soil, and storms that can wrap the entire planet in shadow. Rovers crawl across its surface even now, their metal wheels pressing into ancient sand, searching for the faintest trace of what once was, and maybe what could be again. As you breathe slowly, imagine the silence between these worlds, each one suspended in the vast emptiness of space, each one carrying secrets we are only beginning to uncover. The solar system is not just a collection of planets. It is a story written in light and gravity, a lullaby the universe has been singing for more than 4 billion years, and tonight you are part of that story. Drifting through it, falling gently towards sleep as the sun burns quietly on at the center of everything. Part 2, the giants of the solar system. Beyond the rocky worlds lies a realm of giants, planets so vast that they could swallow hundreds of Earths whole. Here, sunlight fades to a soft, distant glow, and the silence of space deepens into something almost sacred. The first of these titans is Jupiter, the largest planet, the ancient king of the solar system. Jupiter is more than 11 times wider than Earth, a world made not of rock, but of swirling gas, hydrogen and helium stirred by endless winds. It spins faster than any other planet, completing a day in less than 10 hours. This rapid rotation stretches its clouds into brilliant bands, amber and white striped across its vast face. Beneath those clouds, the pressure grows so immense that gas becomes liquid metal, a hidden ocean of metallic hydrogen that could generate lightning unlike anything we've ever seen. And then there is the Great Red Spot, a storm larger than Earth, raging for centuries without rest. Winds whip through it at hundreds of kilometers per hour, yet it moves with the slow grace of eternity. Astronomers have watched it for generations, shrinking and changing, but still, it endures. A living reminder that even storms can be timeless. Orbiting this giant are its moons, a miniature solar system of their own. The most volcanic world we know, where sulfur geysers erupt miles high, painting the surface in shades of orange and gold. Europa, smooth and pale, its icy shell concealing an ocean deeper than all Earths combined. Beneath that frozen crust, something stirs. Perhaps heat, perhaps life, perhaps both. Ganymede, larger than Mercury and Callisto, ancient and cratered, silent witnesses to billions of years of cosmic history. Each moon is a world unto itself, circling a planet so immense that its gravity shapes everything around it. Farther still drifts Saturn, the jewel of the solar system. Encircled by rings of ice and dust, Saturn is a planet that seems almost too beautiful to be real. Its rings stretch for hundreds of thousands of kilometers, yet are thinner than a single sheet of paper compared to their width. No one knows exactly how they formed. Perhaps a shattered moon, perhaps debris left from the dawn of the solar system. Whatever their origin, they gleam softly in the sunlight, a cosmic halo spinning in silence, and like Jupiter, Saturn too is surrounded by moons, more than 140 of them. Titan, the largest, has lakes and seas, not of water, but of liquid methane. Rain falls from orange skies. Rivers flow across alien plains, and somewhere beneath its frozen surface, another hidden ocean may wait, quiet and patient. Then there is Enceladus, tiny and bright. From cracks near its south pole, it sprays plumes of water into space, a frozen fountain of secrets. Those plumes contain organic molecules, salts, and hints of heat, signs that deep below, an ocean might stir with possibility. Jupiter and Saturn, two giants, each with their own families of worlds. Together, they anchor the middle of our solar system, balancing gravity, protecting the inner planets from wandering asteroids, and shaping the dance of everything around them. Without them, Earth itself might never have survived. They are the great guardians of our celestial home, ancient, immense, and endlessly mesmerizing. As you breathe slowly now, imagine drifting between them, past Jupiter's glowing storms, through Saturn's shining rings, suspended in the vast calm between worlds. The solar wind hums softly, the stars glimmer far beyond, and somewhere ahead, the cold blue light of Uranus and Neptune waits to welcome you into the edge of the sun's gentle reach. Part 3, the frozen giants, and the edge of the sun's light beyond Saturn. The solar system begins to fade into shadow. Here, the sun is no longer a blazing disk, but a distant star, its warmth soft and pale. This is the realm of the ice giants, where the air itself freezes and the sunlight takes hours to arrive. The first of these distant worlds is Uranus, a planet that rolls through space on its side. Unlike any other, its axis is tilted by nearly 98 degrees, as if it once fell and never stood up again. For half of its long year, each season lasting more than 20 Earth years, one pole bathes in endless sunlight, while the other lies in perpetual night. Its clouds are made of methane, which gives the planet its soft blue color, the color of twilight, the color of calm. Uranus spins in silence, its rings faint, its moons small and shadowed. Some scientists believe that long ago, a massive collision knocked it sideways, forever changing the rhythm of its days. But no one knows for sure. Like a sleeper turning slowly in its dream, Uranus drifts through the darkness, half forgotten, half awake. Farther still lies Neptune, the windiest world in the solar system. Its storms roar faster than any on Earth, howling at more than 1,500 kilometers per hour. And yet, Neptune's deep blue glow is strangely serene, as if the planet hides its chaos behind a quiet face. When Voyager 2 passed by in 1989, it saw a storm larger than our entire planet, the Great Dark Spot, a swirling shadow that later vanished without a trace. New storms have since appeared and disappeared, as if Neptune is forever sculpting and erasing its own sky. No one knows why these tempests form, or why they fade so quickly. Neptune keeps its secrets well, hidden beneath clouds of methane and ice. It is a world so far from the sun that a single year lasts 165 Earth years. If you were born there, you would never live to see your first spring. And beyond Neptune, the solar system begins to dissolve into mystery. Here, sunlight is weaker than moonlight on Earth. Temperatures drop to hundreds of degrees below zero. And yet, worlds still exist, circling far from view. Pluto, once called the ninth planet, drifts in this frozen frontier. It is small, only 2/3 the width of our moon, but it has mountains of ice and plains that stretch for hundreds of kilometers. Beneath its frozen crust, scientists believe there may be an ocean, a hidden sea that has never seen the sun. Pluto's heart-shaped glacier, known as Tombaugh Regio, shines like frost in the darkness, a quiet symbol of love and discovery at the edge of everything we know. And Pluto is not alone. It shares its realm with countless icy bodies. The Kuiper Belt, a vast ring of ancient debris, the leftovers of creation. Comets, dwarf planets, and fragments of frozen time all drift here, circling the sun in slow, silent orbits. Farther still lies something unseen, the Oort cloud, a sphere of icy objects surrounding the solar system, a distant halo. We have never seen it directly. We only know it exists because some of its icy wanderers occasionally fall inward, becoming the comets that streak across our skies. Those comets, bright and brief, carry whispers of the solar system's birth. They are time travelers, messengers from the dawn of everything. Each one reminds us that even the smallest pieces of ice can hold the oldest memories of the sun. Beyond the Oort cloud, gravity fades, the sun's warmth grows thin, and the stars of the galaxy begin to take over. Here, the edge of our solar system melts into the infinite. No border, no end, just the long, quiet breath of space and the faint hum of light traveling forever outward. As you drift through this final frontier, remember, every world we've visited tonight, from the fire of Mercury to the frost of Pluto, was born from the same cloud of dust and light. You, too, are made of that same material, the same atoms that form mountains, oceans, and stars are the atoms that form you. You are not just part of the solar system. You are the solar system, experiencing itself. So close your eyes. Let the rhythm of the planets guide your breathing. Let the distant hum of the cosmos carry you toward rest. The sun will rise again in the morning, and all these worlds will still be spinning, peacefully, silently, in perfect balance. Sleep well, traveler of the stars. The universe will keep watch while you dream. Part 4, the story of the sun, and the dance of light like whispers from the sun, gently brushing against our world. Every flicker, every ripple of light is a greeting from the star that made us. In its own quiet way, the sun is the great heartbeat of the solar system. Its gravity binds the planets together. Its warmth gives rise to weather, oceans, and breath. Its light defines the passage of time, the rhythm by which all life lives. Day and night, growth and rest, birth and decay, all move to the sun's gentle pulse. As you lie here now, listening, remember that the same light that falls through your window each morning once shone on the first earthly dawn. It has touched mountains, oceans, and leaves, and now it touches you, part of an unbroken chain of warmth stretching back to the beginning of everything. The sun has never missed a sunrise, not once in 4.6 billion years. It is the oldest promise in the sky. Part 5, the birth of the planets, from dust to worlds long before Earth had oceans, before Mars was red or Jupiter wore its bands of gold. The solar system was only a dream in motion, a drifting cloud of gas and dust, turning slowly around a newborn sun. This cloud was ancient, a remnant of stars that lived and died long before ours was born. The calcium in your bones, the iron in your blood, the oxygen in your lungs, all of it was forged in the hearts of distant suns and scattered across space when they exploded. You are, quite literally, made of the ashes of stars. In that vast, spinning cloud, tiny grains of dust began to collide. Each impact joined them tighter. Static electricity pulled them together. Then gravity took over. Small pebbles became boulders. Boulders became mountain-sized worlds, and mountain-sized worlds became planets. This was the protoplanetary disk, a cosmic nursery glowing faintly in the light of the young sun. Near the center, where the heat was fierce, only rock and metal could survive. There, the terrestrial planets were born: Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Farther out, where it was colder ice could form, there, the gas giants and ice giants took shape: Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. And beyond them all, in the frozen shadow of sunlight, small worlds like Pluto emerged, tiny, distant, and ancient. Each planet found its place in this slow, spiraling dance of gravity. But the solar system wasn't peaceful at first. It was chaos, a storm of collisions and fire. Planets crashed into one. Another moons were born from destruction. Asteroids rained down like endless meteors. The young Earth itself was struck by a Mars-sized body, an impact so immense that it melted rock and reshaped the planet. From the debris that scattered into orbit, the moon was born, a companion carved from our own body, destined to circle us forever. Every night you see it glowing, you are looking at a piece of Earth that left home 4.5 billion years ago. The gas giants grew quickly, sweeping up the debris around them. Jupiter's immense gravity acted like a protector, pulling asteroids away that might have otherwise struck Earth. But it also shaped the asteroid belt itself, a field of rocky fragments that never became a planet. Between Mars and Jupiter, those silent stones still orbit the sun, each one a relic of what might have been, the fragments of an unfinished world. Farther out, Saturn formed in the deep cold. Its gravity pulled icy material into orbit, eventually forming the delicate rings that still encircle it today. Beyond Saturn, Uranus and Neptune took shape from lighter gases and frozen ices, their colors tinted by methane and shadow. Even now, their pale blue worlds remain as quiet testaments to the frozen edge of the sun's reach. Over billions of years, the solar system began to settle. The violence softened. Orbits stabilized. The chaos turned into rhythm. Moons found their balance. Planets spun into harmony. Comets and asteroids wandered like travelers, carrying the building blocks of life to any world willing to receive them. Some believe that's how life began on Earth, carried here on icy comets from the outer solar system in tiny packages of carbon, water, and possibility. If that's true, then life itself is a cosmic message, a story written in starlight, passed from one world to another. And from that cosmic dust and chaos, a miracle emerged. Balance, beauty, order. The solar system became a symphony of motion. Each planet, each moon, each comet playing its part in a song that never ends. From fire came harmony. From destruction came life. When you look up at the night sky, you're not just seeing planets and stars. You're seeing the aftermath of creation itself. You are made of the same dust that built Mercury's craters, Venus's clouds, and Jupiter's storms. The same atoms that once drifted aimlessly through space now form the hands that hold your heart steady. The solar system didn't just make the planets, it made you. And even now, billions of years later, you are still part of that story, still moving with the same rhythm, still glowing with the same ancient light. Part 6, the moon, the tides, and the eternal dance with Earth. Look up on any clear night, and you'll see it. Our closest companion, our quiet guardian, the moon. It has been watching Earth for more than 4 billion years. It has seen every sunrise, every ocean wave, every breath ever taken beneath its glow. It doesn't shine by its own light. It simply reflects the sun, turning sunlight into silver and darkness into peace. Yet the story of the moon is one of fire, violence, and creation, a story written in stone and shadow. Billions of years ago, when Earth was still young and molten, a planet-sized body struck it, a collision so immense that it tore a piece of our world away. That debris formed a ring around Earth, glowing with molten light. And from that ring, our moon was born, a child of Earth, forged from chaos, destined to circle its parent forever. Every night when you see the moon's face, you are looking at the ancient memory of that impact, a fragment of Earth itself, preserved in the sky. The moon's gravity holds great power. It pulls on Earth's oceans, lifting and lowering the seas in an endless rhythm. The tides rise and fall twice each day, like the planet's heartbeat. Every wave that reaches the shore, every whisper of surf against sand, is the echo of the moon's gentle pull. Even the rotation of the Earth has been shaped by this dance. Long ago, a single day lasted only 6 hours. But as the moon pulled on the oceans, Earth's spin slowed, stretching our days longer, softening the rhythm of time itself. Without the moon, the oceans would still move, but they would not breathe, and the moon's influence extends beyond the water. It stabilizes the tilt of Earth's axis, keeping our seasons steady and our climate gentle. Without it, Earth might wobble wildly, swinging between extremes of heat and cold. Life, as we know it, might never have found its balance. The moon keeps our planet calm, a silent anchor in the dark sea of space. For millennia, humans have looked up at that same soft light. They have named its phases, written poems to its glow, and measured time by its rhythm. Ancient farmers planted by it, sailors navigated with it, lovers spoke beneath it, and dreamers everywhere have fallen asleep to its silent gaze. It is the one constant that has watched every generation come and go. Every ancestor you've ever had once saw that same moon. They whispered to it, wondered about it, and now, so do you. You are part of a conversation that has lasted for all of human history, a dialogue of light and wonder between Earth and its satellite. And though it seems so close, the moon is drifting away. Each year, it moves about 4 centimeters farther from Earth. Slowly, quietly, the dance expands. Millions of years from now, the tides will weaken, the eclipses will fade, and the moon will appear smaller in our sky. But for now, it is still ours, still close, still whispering silver light into our dreams. The far side of the moon, the one we never see, is not truly dark. It is simply hidden, facing away, forever turned from our view by the same gravitational rhythm that binds it to us. This is called tidal locking, the reason one face of the moon always looks toward Earth. It's as if the moon, after all these eons, has chosen one side to show us forever. That silent face, marked with craters and plains, has become one of the most familiar sights in the cosmos, a symbol of distance and devotion intertwined. When astronauts stood upon its surface, they described the sky above not as black, but as endless, so deep and still that time itself seemed to vanish. They looked back toward Earth and saw it hanging in the void, small, blue, and glowing with life. Carl Sagan once said, "The Earth is a very small stage in a vast cosmic arena." And standing on the moon, those words feel even more true. From that distance, every mountain, every war, every smile is contained within one delicate sphere, suspended in sunlight. That fragile world is home, and the moon, our eternal companion, reminds us of that with every rise and fall. As you rest now, let your mind drift into orbit, slowly circling Earth, weightless and calm, bathed in moonlight. Feel the quiet rhythm of this ancient dance, the pull and release, the ebb and flow. For billions of years, it has continued without pause, and for billions more, it will go on. The Earth turns, the moon follows, and together they breathe the same silent song of gravity, time, and love. Part 7, the story of Earth, air, ocean, and the miracle of life. Of all the worlds that orbit our sun, only one breathes, only one sings, only one carries the quiet pulse of life. That world is Earth, our blue oasis, our single island in the cosmic sea. From space, it glows with color, deep blues of ocean, emerald greens of forest, and soft white clouds swirling above. It looks peaceful, but it's more than beautiful. It's alive. Every gust of wind, every wave, every heartbeat is part of a single living system, a world that creates, sustains, and renews itself. Billions of years ago, Earth was not blue, but molten red, a fiery sphere of rock, shrouded in toxic gases and storms. Over time, volcanoes released vapor and carbon dioxide, forming an early atmosphere. Rain began to fall. For the first time in cosmic history, liquid water kissed the surface of a planet. It rained for centuries, for millennia, until the oceans filled and the face of Earth turned from fire to blue. Those oceans became the cradle of life. In their depths, simple molecules met and joined, sparked by lightning, warmed by volcanic vents, and guided by chance, or perhaps by something more. And from that first flicker of chemistry, life began. For billions of years, Earth has been rewriting itself. Continents drift like slow ships. Mountains rise and crumble. Rivers carve new paths. Every stone beneath your feet was once part of something ancient. A volcano, a seafloor, a mountain buried in time. Even the air you breathe has been shared by every creature before you. The oxygen in your lungs was exhaled by forests, by plankton, by ancient trees now turned to stone. Every breath is borrowed, a quiet exchange between life and life. The atmosphere of Earth is both fragile and eternal, a thin shell of gas, barely a veil compared to the size of the planet, and yet it holds everything. It protects us from radiation, traps warmth, and carries the winds that shape our world. High above, invisible rivers of air flow endlessly. They carry rain to deserts, storms to oceans, seeds across continents. In every breeze that touches your face, you feel the movement of the planet itself, a breath shared by all living things. The oceans hold most of Earth's secrets, covering over 70% of the surface. They are vast, deep, and still largely unknown. Beneath their surface are mountains taller than Everest, valleys deeper than the Grand Canyon, and creatures that glow in the dark like living constellations. In the deepest trenches, where no sunlight has ever reached, life still thrives, strange and patient, shaped by heat and pressure in ways we can hardly imagine. The ocean is not just water, it's memory. It connects every corner of the planet, circulating warmth, oxygen, and life. Every drop of rain that falls, every tear shed, every river that runs to the sea, all are part of the same endless cycle. The planet breathes in water the way we breathe air. And then there is the land, the continents that cradle life above the waves, forests, stretch like emerald lungs. Deserts whisper in gold and silence. Mountains rise like old songs, their peaks still singing of the earth's creation. From deep soil to frozen pole, the planet is a masterpiece in motion, shaped not by chance, but by balance. Every grain of sand, every leaf that falls, every creature that moves, plays a part in that balance. It is a harmony so complex and yet so fragile that the slightest change ripples through the whole. And among all its creations, life has made something extraordinary. Consciousness, a way for the universe to look at itself, to feel awe, to wonder why. Through you, Earth has become aware. Through your eyes, the planet can see the stars that gave it birth. Through your heart, it can feel its own beauty. You are not separate from this world. You are its continuation, its thought, its breath. You are the earth experiencing itself as human. Every morning, when sunlight touches the ocean and the wind stirs the trees, it is the same cycle repeating, life renewing life over and over again. You are part of that rhythm, just as surely as the tides, the clouds, and the moonlight above. When you inhale, you are taking in the story of creation. When you exhale, you are giving something back. This is the quiet contract of existence. To be alive, to be aware, to be part of the earth's song. As you rest now, imagine the sound of waves, the hush of wind through trees, the heartbeat of rain on soil. All of it is the earth whispering, I am here, and so are you. The same force that carved canyons and raised mountains beats gently within your chest. So sleep, knowing that you are home, not just on Earth, but of Earth. You are the planet dreaming of itself, and tonight, the dream is peaceful. Part 8, the story of Mars, the red planet and the dream of life beyond Earth, far from Earth, beyond the whisper of our atmosphere, and the shimmer of the moon's glow. Small, rust-colored world drifts in quiet orbit. Its name is Mars, a planet of dust and silence, ancient and patient, turning slowly beneath a pale, pink sky. It is smaller than Earth, colder, thinner in air, and yet for centuries, it has captured the human imagination more than any other world. Mars feels close enough to touch, a world that seems almost familiar, as if it remembers something we've forgotten. The surface of Marcy, a vast desert of red dust and stone. Its color comes from iron oxide, rust, the same metal that runs in your blood. When you look at Mars, you are, in a sense, seeing a reflection of yourself, a world that bleeds iron into dust, the way we bleed it into life. Its mountains rise higher than any on Earth. Olympus Mons, the largest volcano in the solar system, towers 3 times the height of Mount Everest. It is so wide that if you stood at one edge, the other would curve out of sight beyond the horizon. Nearby, a canyon system named Valles Marineris stretches for over 4,000 kilometers, a scar across the planet's face, deep enough to swallow the Grand Canyon whole. Every ridge, every dune, every ripple of sand tells a story of wind and time, of a world sculpted by silence. But Mars was not always quiet. Billions of years ago, it may have been alive with rivers, oceans, and rain. Dry riverbeds still trace its surface, curving gently through craters and plains. In ancient times, liquid water once flowed there, carving channels, shaping valleys, pooling in wide basins that glimmered beneath a young sun. Mars had an atmosphere once, thicker, warmer, protective. It may have even had blue skies, but over time, its magnetic field faded, the solar wind stripped away its air, and the warmth escaped. The oceans vanished, frozen beneath the soil, or lost to space, leaving behind only dust and the quiet echo of what once might have been. Still, traces of that ancient world remain. Beneath the surface, scientists believe there may be pockets of frozen water, and perhaps, just perhaps, the ghosts of life that once lived there. Not creatures with limbs or faces, but simple, resilient forms. Microbes that could have thrived in warmth, and now sleep in the cold, waiting. Every rover we send, from spirit and opportunity to curiosity, perseverance, and Jurong is part of that search. They crawl slowly across the red dust, their wheels leaving marks that may one day be seen as footprints, the first steps of life reaching out to touch another world. And even now, Mars speaks to us in quiet ways. Its winds hum softly across plains of dust, creating dunes that move like waves of frozen time. Its thin air glows faintly at twilight, casting a cold peach-colored light over rocks that haven't moved for eons. At night, the stars above Mars are the same as ours, but they shine through a different sky, a thinner veil, a quieter world. And if you could stand there, you would see two small moons, Phobos and Deimos, racing across the heavens. They are not perfect spheres, but jagged stones, asteroids captured long ago, still orbiting their red master-like loyal shadows. Phobos, the larger one, is slowly falling inward. One day, it will break apart, and its remains will form a ring around Mars, a momentary beauty, a crown of dust and memory. For now, though, Mars remains a world of waiting, a promise unfulfilled, a mystery not yet solved. Perhaps it never held life. Perhaps it once did and lost it. Or perhaps in some quiet underground cavern, tiny forms still endure, patient and unseen. In its stillness, Mars reminds us that life itself is fragile, precious, and rare. But it also reminds us how deeply we yearn to connect, to explore, to understand, to find ourselves reflected in the dust of other worlds. Someday, we may walk there. We may build homes beneath its sky, grow plants in its soil, and leave footprints in its red dust. And when that day comes, the first humans to gaze back toward Earth will see our home as a bright blue star hanging above the horizon, a memory of origin, a promise of return. Until then, Mars remains what it has always been, a dream just out of reach, a red lantern in the night sky, guiding our curiosity and calling softly to the human spirit. And so, as you close your eyes, imagine that quiet world turning slowly, bathed in rust and sunlight, under a sky of soft rose. No wind touches your skin there. No sound disturbs the stillness. Only the whisper of time and the hush of dust against rock. Mars waits, not empty, but eternal. And somewhere beneath that red horizon, the first seed of life's next story is waiting to wake. Part 9, Jupiter, the giant of storms and gravity's keeper, far beyond the warmth of Earth, past the red deserts of Mars, a massive world turns in the darkness. It glows faintly, striped with ribbons of beige, gold, and amber. This is Jupiter, the largest planet in our solar system, and the quiet guardian of them all. If Earth were a pebble, Jupiter would be a mountain. More than 1,000 Earth could fit inside its swirling body, and yet it spins faster than any other planet. A single day, lasting less than 10 hours. Through a telescope, it looks calm and majestic, but beneath those soft bands of color is a world of chaos and power, a storm that never ends. Jupiter is made not of rock, but of gas, mostly hydrogen and helium, the same elements that make up the sun. It is, in a way, a star that never ignited. If it were 80 times more massive, it might have burned with its own light. Instead, it became something else, a world between worlds, a planet with the heart of a failed sun. Its clouds stretch for thousands of kilometers, layer upon layer, each one painted by winds that howl at hundreds of miles per hour. And within those clouds, storms form, not for days or weeks, but for centuries. One storm in particular has raged for longer than human civilization. The Great Red Spot, a vast, swirling vortex large enough to swallow 3 Earths whole. It has been spinning for at least 400 years, possibly longer. From space, it looks like an eye, ancient, unblinking, watching the cosmos turn. And yet, it is slowly shrinking, fading with time. Someday, perhaps centuries from now, it may vanish, leaving only faint traces in the clouds, like a memory, a scar of weather left behind. Jupiter storms are not just weather. They are music. They hum with radio waves and lightning, creating bursts of sound that echo across space. NASA spacecraft have captured these signals, low, haunting tones that seem almost like a heartbeat. Listening to them, you can almost feel the planet breathing, its atmosphere alive with movement. Even in its silence, Jupiter speaks, and surrounding it is a family of moons, dozens of them, each unique, each telling its own story. Io, closest to the planet, is a world of fire, its surface constantly reshaped by erupting volcanoes. Lava flows across plains of sulfur and frost, painting the moon in shades of yellow, orange, and black. Next comes Europa, smooth and pale, its surface of ice cracked like glass. Beneath that ice lays an ocean, a global sea of salt water kept warm by the planet's gravity. Some believe that in those deep waters, far from sunlight, life may exist, tiny alien forms swimming through darkness and time. Then there is Ganymede, the largest moon in the solar system, even bigger than Mercury. It has its own magnetic field, a sign of a molten core, and perhaps hidden oceans beneath its icy crust. And finally, Callisto, ancient and cratered, its surface unchanged for billions of years. Frozen record of everything the solar system has ever been. Together, these moons orbit Jupiter like a miniature solar system of their own, a symphony of ice, fire, and gravity conducted by the giant at their center. Jupiter's gravity shapes far more than its moons. It acts as a shield, deflecting asteroids and comets that might otherwise strike the inner planets. Without Jupiter, Earth's history might have been very different, perhaps shorter, perhaps never alive at all. It is a protector, not by intention, but by presence, a silent sentinel at the edge of the cold. Even as it guards, it also holds, keeping the solar system in balance, its vast mass bending space and motion in ways that hold everything together. And though it seems eternal, Jupiter changes too. Its bands of color shift, its storms rise and fall. New patterns appear every few decades, like clouds forming new faces on an ancient god. What you see tonight is not what Galileo saw when he first turned his telescope to the sky, and what your descendants see centuries from now will be different still. Jupiter is not static. It is a living sky, a world of weather, color, and sound, forever in motion. As you drift toward sleep, imagine standing in the shadow of that giant. There is no solid ground, only clouds that go deeper and deeper until pressure itself becomes unbearable. Lightning flashes in slow motion, turning the sky white for an instant, then fading to darkness. The wind hums, the planet turns, and the great storm, ancient and red, spins silently below. You float there, weightless and small, listening to the endless breath of a world that has been moving since before there was life on Earth. It does not think. It does not rest. It simply is, and in its presence, you feel peace, because even the fiercest storms can be beautiful when viewed from afar. Part 10. Saturn, the planet of rings, harmony, and shadow. Farther still, beyond the orbit of Jupiter's storms, there drifts a world of breathtaking beauty, a planet that seems almost too perfect to be real. This is Saturn, the jewel of our solar system, wrapped in circles of light. When you first see it through a telescope, it feels like a dream, a golden sphere floating in darkness, surrounded by rings so thin, so delicate, they seem drawn by hand. It is the planet of symmetry, of balance, of quiet wonder. And yet, behind that beauty lies mystery. Saturn is enormous, second only to Jupiter in size. But unlike Jupiter's chaotic clouds, Saturn's atmosphere is calm, its stripes softer, its storms more subdued, like whispers in the dark. The planet's colors shift from gold to cream to pale gray, a gradient of tranquility stretching thousands of kilometers deep. And though it looks light, Saturn is the least dense of all the planets. If you could place it in a vast enough ocean, it would float, a world of gas and lightness, a giant balloon drifting through space. Its winds, however, are far from gentle. They rush faster than any hurricane on Earth, blowing across its bands at over 1,000 miles per hour, carving shapes that come and go like breath across glass. And then there are the rings, the most iconic sight in all the solar system. They stretch for hundreds of thousands of kilometers, but are so thin that if you scaled Saturn down to the size of a basketball, the rings would be thinner than a sheet of paper, made of countless pieces of ice and dust, some no bigger than grains of sand, others as large as mountains. The rings catch sunlight and scatter it like diamonds. Each ring spins independently, each particle dancing in harmony under the pull of gravity. From a distance, they seem solid, a perfect, unbroken band, but up close, they are pure motion, a blizzard of icy light that circles endlessly. No one knows exactly how they formed. Some scientists believe they are the remnants of a shattered moon, torn apart by Saturn's gravity. Others think they are ancient, leftover material from the planet's birth, never gathered into a single body. And some evidence suggests they may be young, no older than the age of the dinosaurs on Earth. If that is true, then we are living in a fleeting moment, a time when Saturn wears its rings proudly before they eventually fade. Slowly, grain by grain, the icy particles fall into the planet's gravity, burning up as shooting stars in its clouds. 100 million years from now, Saturn may be bare, its crown of light gone, a beauty we were lucky to witness in this brief age of the cosmos. Yet Saturn is not just rings. it is also a world of moons, more than 80 of them, each strange, each wonderful. Titan, the largest, is a world unto itself, bigger than Mercury, with a thick, golden atmosphere. Rivers of methane flow across its surface. Lakes and seas shimmer beneath a sky of orange haze. It rains there, but not water. It rains liquid methane and ethane, falling softly onto dark, frozen shores. And beneath Titan's icy crust, scientists believe there may be hidden ocean, a sea of water mixed with ammonia, a place that might harbor life very different from our own. Then there is Enceladus, a small moon, bright and white, no larger than a continent, and yet it may hold one of the greatest secrets in the solar system. From its south pole, geysers erupt through cracks in the ice, shooting fountains of water vapor and salt high into space. Beneath that frozen shell is a global ocean, warm, deep, and possibly alive. The jets that burst from Enceladus spray particles into orbit, feeding Saturn's rings. A quiet act of creation that continues even now. Enceladus may be small, but it is one of the most promising places to search for life beyond Earth. Every moon, every ring, every shadow plays a part in Saturn's symphony. Its gravity shapes them, its light reflects off them, and its silence binds them all together in a slow, eternal dance. Even from billions of kilometers away, Saturn commands presence. It does not burn like a star, but it glows with majesty. It is the planet of balance, beauty born of order, grace shaped by gravity. As you rest now, imagine floating above its rings. Below you, the planet turns, striped with gold and shadow. Around you, the rings sparkle in the sunlight, their frozen dust drifting past like snow. You can almost hear the faint whisper of their motion, the soft rhythm of cosmic harmony. Everything moves slowly here. Every particle knows its path. There is no rush, no chaos, only stillness in motion. The light glows, the planet hums, and the rings shimmer like a halo around sleep itself. When you look at Saturn, you are seeing perfection written in silence. You are watching gravity turned into art. And for a moment, the vastness of space feels calm, as if the universe itself has taken a slow, deep breath. Part 11, Uranus, the sideways world and the quiet oddity of the outer planets. Beyond the glowing rings of Saturn, the sunlight grows dim, the warmth fades, and in that quiet, distant cold, a strange world drifts sideways through the dark. This is Uranus, a planet that does not follow the rules. Where every other planet spins upright, Uranus rolls on its side. Its axis is tilted nearly 98 degrees, as though it were knocked over long ago and simply never stood back up. Because of that tilt, its seasons are unlike anything else in the solar system. For half its orbit, nearly 42 Earth years, one hemisphere faces the sun in endless daylight, while the other lies in perpetual night. Then slowly, over decades, they trade places, a long, slow waltz of light and shadow. Through a telescope, Uranus appears serene, a pale blue-green disk, soft, calm, almost featureless. But beneath that stillness lies a world of frozen storms. Its color comes from methane gas that absorbs red light, leaving only the blue glow behind. And though it looks gentle, waves there reach 900 kilometers per hour, sculpting invisible clouds that dance in the silence of a frozen sky. Uranus is made mostly of ice and gas, hydrogen, helium and water mixed with ammonia and methane. Scientists call it an ice giant, a category it shares with Neptune. But even among the giants, Uranus stands apart. It is the coldest planet in the solar system, its upper atmosphere dropping to nearly 224 degrees Celsius, colder even than Neptune, though farther from the sun. No one knows exactly why. It may be that Uranus lost its internal heat long ago, perhaps after a massive impact that left it tilted and changed forever. That same impact may have jumbled its interior, locking away the warmth that other planets still radiate. Whatever the reason, Uranus remains a world of quiet chill, a planet caught in eternal twilight. But it's not alone. Uranus, too, has rings, 13 of them, thin and dark, made not of shimmering ice like Saturn's, but of shadowed dust and rock. They are faint, barely visible, like whispers circling the planet. Between those rings, small moons tumble and spin, each one unique. There is Miranda, a moon scarred and broken, its cliffs taller than Mount Everest. It looks like it was shattered and pieced together again, a mosaic of chaos and beauty. There is Ariel, bright and young, crisscrossed with canyons of ice. Umbriel, dark and ancient, as if time itself has passed it by. Titania and Oberon, larger, colder, their surfaces marked by the scars of impact and age. Each of these moons tells a different chapter of Uranus's story, a history written in ice and silence. When NASA's Voyager 2 passed by Uranus in 1986, it became the first and only spacecraft ever to visit. For just a few hours, it sent back images of a pale world floating in the black, mysterious, distant, and almost shy. Since then, no probe has returned. Uranus drifts in solitude, waiting in the cold, its secrets still intact. What lies beneath its clouds? What caused its great tilt? Why does it glow with so little heat? No one yet knows. Someday a new mission may go back, to orbit, to listen, to see. But for now, Uranus remains a quiet enigma turning sideways through space. If you could stand above its clouds, if you could look down upon its endless blue, you would see the faint sunlight stretching across its horizon like a dream. The sky would be turquoise, soft and endless. The stars would shimmer faintly above, their light filtered through haze. The planet would turn slowly beneath you, on its side, graceful and strange. You might feel the hum of its motion, a rhythm of peace, a whisper of something ancient and forgotten. The air would be thin, the silence infinite, and in that stillness, you would understand something small but true, that even the strangest worlds find balance. In their own way, Uranus reminds us that beauty can exist in the unconventional, that peace can be found in the quietest places, and that even tilted worlds can move with grace through the dark. Part 12, Neptune, the wind, the storm, and the deepest blue, at the very edge of the sun's warm reach, where daylight fades to a cold twilight glow, a distant world drifts in silence. It is the last true planet, the farthest from the sun, and perhaps the most mysterious. This is Neptune, a deep sapphire sphere spinning slowly in the black sea of space. It is a place of extremes, fierce winds, endless storms, and a beauty so haunting that even darkness seems to shimmer there. From more than 4 billion kilometers away, the sun appears no brighter than a pale star, and yet Neptune still glows, radiating more heat than it receives. as if a faint fire still burns inside, a quiet echo from the planet's birth. Its color, that vivid, impossible blue, comes from methane gas in its atmosphere, which absorbs red light and scatters blue into the void. But scientists suspect there's something more, something we can't yet name, that gives Neptune its deep, rich hue, a blue unlike any other in the solar system. Neptune is restless. Winds whip across its surface at over 2,000 kilometers per hour, the fastest in the solar system. In a place so far from the sun, where warmth barely exists, storms still rage with incredible power. How can that be? How can the coldest planet harbor the wildest weather? No one knows for sure. Some think the planet's heat from within feeds the motion of its atmosphere. Others believe its winds are driven by forces we don't yet understand, by patterns hidden deep beneath its clouds. Whatever the cause, Neptune's storms are enormous, dark, spinning shadows that appear and vanish like ghosts. The most famous of them all was the Great Dark Spot, first seen by Voyager 2 in 1989. It was a vast vortex, large enough to swallow Earth, spinning across Neptune's southern hemisphere. But when the Hubble Space Telescope looked years later, it was gone, dissolved into the blue. And then new spots appeared in other places, rising and fading like dreams. On Neptune, storms do not last forever. They are born, they dance, and they vanish, leaving only faint traces in the clouds. Each one is a reminder that even the coldest worlds are still alive with motion. Neptune has its own family of moons, small and distant, but one stands apart, Triton. Triton is a frozen sphere, covered in nitrogen ice, with geysers that erupt and spray faint plumes into the thin atmosphere. It moves in the wrong direction, orbiting Neptune backward against the planet's spin. This tells us something extraordinary. Triton did not form with Neptune. It was captured, a wandering world, pulled from the Kuiper Belt long ago and bound forever by gravity's invisible hand. Someday, perhaps far in the future, that same gravity will pull Triton closer still, tearing it apart. Its fragments may spread into a ring, encircling Neptune in a final silent halo. Even in death, it would become part of the planet's beauty. If you could float above Neptune's clouds, you'd see nothing but blue, layer upon layer, growing darker as you looked down. There is no solid ground there, only gas that thickens until it becomes an ocean of icy fluid. Somewhere below, beneath pressures beyond imagining, lies a core, rock, metal, and mystery. A secret no probe has yet touched. And in that deep stillness, far from any warmth or sound, the planet hums softly. A vibration, a heartbeat of hydrogen and wind. Neptune is the planet of distance, the frontier of the known. It marks the edge of our solar system's light. Beyond it lies only darkness, the realm of comets and shadows, and the long, quiet drift into interstellar space. It reminds us that even at the farthest reaches, the universe is not empty. It moves, it breathes, it sings. Neptune's storms may be silent from here, but they echo through the vastness. Waves of color, ripples of wind, motion in the deep. As you drift toward sleep, imagine yourself there, floating above that great blue world. The winds whisper, the clouds move slow, and all around you, the universe feels calm and endless. You are weightless, small, but part of it all. A single thought carried through the infinite quiet. Neptune reminds us that even in the coldest corners of creation, there is beauty, there is movement, and there is peace. A stillness that is never truly still. A dream made of blue, turning forever beneath the stars. Pluto and beyond. The frozen edge of the solar system. Beyond Neptune, where the sunlight becomes faint and soft as moonlight, lies a vast, mysterious realm, the border between what we know and what we can only imagine. Here, the solar system begins to fade into silence and shadow. It is a place of icy wanderers, ancient relics from the dawn of creation, and drifting among them, tiny and cold as Pluto, once the 9th planet, now the heart of a story about memory, wonder, and change. Pluto is small, so small that 7 of its kind could fit across the width of Earth. But what it lacks in size, it makes up for in beauty. Its surface glitters with frost and frozen mountains, valleys of ice and plains that shimmer in pale gold light. Temperatures there drop below 230 degrees Celsius, so cold that the air itself freezes and falls like snow. From that distant world, the sun is no longer a blazing orb, but a bright star in a black sky. And yet, Pluto still reflects its light, a faint, silvery glow, like a memory of warmth that refuses to fade. When NASA's New Horizons spacecraft passed by in 2015, it revealed a world, one expected. We saw mountains of solid ice towering higher than the Rockies. We saw a vast heart-shaped plain, a field of frozen nitrogen stretching for hundreds of kilometers. That plain, Tombaugh Regio, became the symbol of Pluto's soul, soft, quiet, but alive, because beneath that icy crust, scientists believe there may be hidden ocean, liquid water locked away in darkness, kept warm by the faint heat of Pluto's core. And where there is water, there may be life. Even here, at the edge of everything, Pluto is not alone. It has moons, 5 of them, each one small, silent, and mysterious. The largest, Charon, is so big compared to Pluto that the 2 worlds orbit a point in space between them. They are a binary pair, locked together, forever facing one another, like 2 dancers frozen mid-turn. On Charon's surface, there are canyons deeper than Earth's Grand Canyon, and plains of cracked ice that tell of ancient motion beneath the crust. Somewhere in that eternal orbit, Pluto and Saturn spin together, bound not by sound or speech, but by gravity's quiet embrace. Beyond Pluto, the solar system keeps going, fainter, slower, colder. This region is called the Kuiper Belt, a vast ring of icy bodies, circling the sun like distant ghosts. It's here that comets are born, chunks of ancient ice that occasionally fall inward, passing Earth in bright, brief arcs of light. Each one is a message from the past, a spark of the early solar system, traveling through time. And beyond even the Kuiper Belt, farther still, is the Oort cloud, a spherical shell of icy fragments that marks the outermost edge of the sun's domain. No one has ever seen it directly, but it's there, a frozen halo stretching halfway to the nearest stars. The comets that visit us begin their journey there, in the deep cold silence that surrounds the solar system like a dream. Out here, the distances become almost too vast to imagine. Signals from Earth take hours to arrive. Light itself needs days to travel between worlds, and the warmth of the Sunni's only a faint douche on the skin of eternity. Yet even here at the farthest edge, the sun still holds sway. Its gravity reaches across billions of kilometers, keeping every fragment every shard of ice and dust in gentle orbit. It is proof that even the smallest pool of light can reach into darkness and keep it company. If you could stand on Pluto's surface, you would see a sky of endless stars, millions of them, so bright they'd cast faint shadows across the ice. The horizon would curve softly, like the edge of a pearl. Above it, the sun would shine as a distant spark, barely bright enough to light your hands. It would feel lonely, perhaps, but also peaceful, the kind of peace that only distance can bring, the kind of quiet that exists when the universe itself stops to breathe. Pluto reminds us that small things can still hold great beauty, that being far away does not mean being forgotten, that even in the coldest places there can be warmth, the warmth of memory, of light, of connection. The solar system may stretch vast and wide, but every world, from Mercury to Pluto, is part of one great story, the story of the Suna and all who orbit it. And somewhere in that story, so are we. So close your eyes and let your thoughts drift outward, past the planets, past the rings, past the last whisper of sunlight. Out there, in the deep quiet between stars, you'll find peace and the promise that even at the farthest edge, light still finds a way. Sleep softly, traveler. You've reached the end of the solar system, but not the end of wonder. Part 14, The Distant Future. When the sun grows old and the solar system changes, every story, even one as vast as the solar system, has a beginning and an end. And though that end is far beyond our lifetimes, it will come quietly, slowly, beautifully. Our sun, the great light that gives life to every planet, is not eternal. It is a living star, born, aging, and someday destined to rest. But its ending will not be sudden. It will unfold like a long, gentle breath, a final act of cosmic grace. Right now, the sun is middle-aged. At about 4.6 billion years old, it is halfway through its life. Deep within its heart, hydrogen atoms fuse into helium, releasing light and heat, a perfect balance between gravity pulling inward and energy pushing outward. This balance is what keeps it steady, what keeps every sunrise predictable. But nothing in the universe stays unchanged forever. Billions of years from now, the hydrogen will begin to run low. The balance will break. As the core contracts under its own weight, the outer layers will swell outward, enormous, red and bright. The sun will become a red giant, hundreds of times larger than it is now. Mercury and Venus will vanish into its fire, and Earth, our blue home, will watch as the sky turns crimson. Oceans will boil, mountains will melt, and the air itself will burn away. But even in that destruction, there is beauty, because the elements released by the dying sun will scatter into space, seeding the galaxy with the building blocks of new worlds. The end of one system will become the beginning of another. Beyond Earth, Mars and the outer planets will drift farther away, their orbits expanding as the sun loses mass. The gas giants, Jupiter and Saturn, will remain as silent witnesses, their moons bathed in dim red light. For a brief time, Saturn's icy rings may glitter in the glow of a larger, gentler sun, a last shimmer before fading. And then, when the helium in the sun's core is gone, the fire will collapse inward, pulsing once more, before finally releasing its outer layers into space. What remains will be small, a white dwarf, no larger than Earth, but as dense as anything we can imagine. A diamond hard still, glowing faintly in the dark. Around it, the remains of the solar system will endure. The planets that survive will orbit a dim ember of their former star, their days lit by a pale, eternal twilight. The asteroids will keep circling, the comets will keep falling, the great silence will return. But even then, the story will not truly end. For the atoms that once made Earth, that once formed you, will not vanish. They will travel outward, scattered across the galaxy, waiting to be reborn. Someday, far from here, those atoms may become part of a new star, a new planet, a new spark of life. You were born from stardust once. You will be stardust again. The universe recycles everything, even light. And while this future sounds distant and strange, it is not something to fear, because time moves slowly in the cosmos. The sun still has 5 billion years to shine, 5 billion dawns, 5 billion chances to wake up, to breathe, to see beauty in the light of morning. For now, the solar system remains vibrant, alive with motion and color. Our sun still burns young in cosmic time, its warmth still gentle, its light still kind. And perhaps, by the time it grows dim, humanity will have journeyed far beyond, to other stars, other worlds, carrying with it the memory of this one, the sound of the ocean, the smell of rain, the feel of sunlight on skin, all born here beneath this small, bright star. We are the children of its fire, and even when it sleeps, its story will live on in us. As you rest now, imagine that far future, the solar system glowing red and gold, quiet, vast, peaceful, the planets drifting slowly, the sun breathing its last light into the dark. No chaos, no end, just transformation. The universe does not destroy, it renews, always. And so, the sun will fade, but its warmth will travel forever, in photons, in dust, in memory, somewhere, in the heart of another star. Those same particles will burn again. Light never truly dies. It simply changes form. And perhaps, somewhere far in the future, when a new world awakens beneath a young sun, someone will look up and wonder about the stars that came before. And in that moment, they will remember us. Part 15, The Cosmic Perspective. Our solar system within the galaxy, or sun, and every world that circles it, is just one small family in a much larger home, the Milky Way galaxy. From the surface of Earth, on a clear night far from city lights, you can see that home stretching across the sky, a river of silver dust, a soft glow made of billions of stars. Every point of light you see is a sun, and many of those sun-shaped planets of their own. Some are vast and wild like Jupiter, some are small and quiet like Earth, and some, perhaps, carry oceans, clouds, and life still waiting to be discovered. Our solar system orbits the center of the Milky Way at a breathtaking speed, over 800,000 kilometers per hour. And yet, it takes more than 230 million years to complete a single lap. Every time our world makes one full orbit, the dinosaurs rise and fall, continents drift, and species come and go. The galaxy turns slowly, gracefully, like a vast wheel of stars spinning in silence. At the center of the Milky Way lies something incredible, a supermassive black hole, 4 million times the mass of our sun. It does not shine, but its presence bends light itself. Stars orbit it in tight, frantic circles, their paths warped by gravity's invisible grip. And yet, even this immense power is peaceful from afar. It hums softly in radio waves, a quiet reminder of how even darkness can hold things together. Our galaxy is vast, 100,000 light years across, filled with over 200 billion stars. And beyond it, there are billions of other galaxies, each with their own suns, their own planets, their own stories. We are surrounded by oceans of light, each one shining across unimaginable distances. When you look up at the night sky, you are looking into the past, because light takes time to travel. The glow you see from a distant star may have begun its journey before humans ever existed. When you gaze upward, you are witnessing history, still traveling through space. Our galaxy is not still. It moves through the universe, like a ship through water, its spiral arms turning, its stars flowing, its dark matter holding everything in place. The Milky Way itself is moving toward our nearest neighbor, the Andromeda Galaxy. In about 4 billion years, the two will meet. They will not collide like rocks, but merge slowly, their stars weaving together in a new cosmic pattern. It will be beautiful. Two galaxies blending into one, their light reshaped into something new. And our solar system, if it still exists, will drift peacefully within that new creation, still orbiting, still shining faintly, still part of the song of the stars. It's humbling to realize how small our world is in this vast sea of light. Our entire solar system, from the blazing sun to the cold edge of the Oort cloud, is smaller than a speck of dust when compared to the Milky Way. And yet, that dust shines, that dust creates, that dust thinks, loves, and dreams. You are part of that dust, a conscious fragment of the galaxy itself, aware of its own existence. Through your eyes, the universe observes itself. Through your thoughts, it wonders. Through your heart, it feels. When you look at the night sky, you're not looking out, you're looking into the vastness that you are already part of. Every star you see shares atoms with you. Every bit of light that touches your skin was born in the same furnace that made your bones. You are not small. You are infinite, made of the same elements that hold galaxies together. And so, as you rest beneath the stars, remember this: you are home, not just on Earth, not just in the solar system, but in the universe itself. The stars are not distant. They are family, older, brighter, but made of the same light as you. The galaxy turns, the planets spin, the sun burns, and you breathe, all part of one great rhythm, one endless harmony. The cosmos is not something apart from you. It is you. It has always been. So close your eyes and imagine drifting through the spiral arms of the Milky Way, past glowing nebulae, past clusters of young stars, past ancient light still traveling home. You are floating in the quiet hum of eternity, held gently by gravity and time. Everything moves together. Everything belongs. Everything is at peace. Sleep now, child of the stars. The universe will keep turning softly while you dream. Part 16, Voyager's Journey. Beyond the solar system and into the stars. In the late 1970s, humanity reached out. We built 2 small machines, no larger than cars, and sent them away from home, not to visit, but to wander. Their names were Voyager 1 and Voyager 2. They were our messengers, golden, humming, carrying the story of Earth into the endless dark. They began their journey at the edge of the 20th century, launched on twin arcs of light and hope. Their destinations everywhere. Voyager 2 was the first to travel outward, sweeping past Jupiter, then Saturn, then Uranus, and finally, Neptune, the only spacecraft ever to visit them all. It sent back pictures of worlds we had only dreamed of. Jupiter's swirling storms, Saturn's glowing rings, Uranus rolling sideways, and Neptune's wild, blue winds. Through those images, humanity saw its neighborhood clearly for the first time. Every pixel was a postcard from the edge of sunlight. Voyager 1 followed a different path, a faster, steeper climb through space. In 1990, long after its planetary missions were done, it turned its camera around one last time and took a single, fragile image, the pale blue dot. In that photograph, Earth is no more than a speck, a single point of light, suspended in a sunbeam. All our history, our laughter, our wars, our dreams, our entire existence compressed into less than a pixel. Carl Sagan, who helped inspire the photo, said it best. Look again at that dot. That's here. That's home. That's us. And he was right. In that one image, we saw not smallness, but connection. We saw how deeply precious our tiny world truly is. Both Voyagers kept going, past the planets, past Pluto, into the deep dark, where the sun's warmth fades to almost nothing. They kept sending data, a steady heartbeat of information, a whisper through space. Then, in 2012, Voyager 1 crossed a boundary no human-made object had ever passed. It left the solar system. It entered interstellar space. There is no sharp border there, just a gradual fading of the sun's breath. Inside the solar system, the solar wind flows, a stream of charged particles pushed outward by the sun's energy. Beyond it, that wind slows and stops, and the thin, cold gas of the galaxy takes over. That is where Voyager now drifts, a lonely spark sailing between the stars. Voyager 2 followed in 2018, crossing the same invisible threshold. 2 tiny ships each, more than 20 billion kilometers from home, still traveling onward, still carrying a trace of Earth's light. And on board, attached to each spacecraft, is something extraordinary, the golden record, a message from humanity for whoever might find it. Etched in gold, it holds the sounds and stories of our world, the laughter of children, the rhythm of footsteps, the heartbeat of a mother, and greetings in 55 languages. There is music, from Bach and Beethoven to traditional songs from around the world. There are sounds of thunder, waves, birds, and wind. And there are images, mountains, forests, cities, faces, the blueprint of life itself. It is a time capsule of everything we are, our love, our curiosity, our longing to be known. And somewhere out there between the stars, those records still spin, silent, waiting, hopeful. Voyager 1 now travels through interstellar space at over 61,000 kilometers per hour, moving farther every second. Its power is fading, its instruments slowly quiet. Someday soon, its last signal will fade into static, and then it will drift forever. A tiny ember carrying the story of Earth across the galaxy. It may pass near another star in tens of thousands of years, or it may wander endlessly, unseen, but never forgotten, because even in silence, it will still be moving, still carrying our message, still reminding the cosmos that once a small species from a small planet looked up and wanted to say hello. If you close your eyes now, you can almost hear it, a faint pulse, a golden sun, echoing through the dark. Voyager doesn't speak in words. It speaks in motion, in purpose, in endless, peaceful travel. It is our bottle in the cosmic ocean, our whisper to infinity. Someday, long after Earth has changed, long after the sun has dimmed, Voyager will still be out there, sailing quietly through the eternal night. It will pass through the arms of the Milky Way, between stars that haven't even been born yet, carrying with it the light of a civilization that once dared to dream. It is not a machine anymore. It is a memory, a prayer, a promise that we were here, that we reached, that we cared to know. So rest now and let your mind drift with it, beyond the edge of the sun, through the calm sea of stars, where silence is peace and motion is forever. You are part of that journey. Your atoms, your light, your breath, all born from the same stars that Voyager now sails between. We are not separate from the universe. We are its voice. And as the last faint signal fades, the story continues. In us, in the stars, in the quiet, endless journey of wonder. Part 17, The Great Beyond, the shape of the universe, and what lies past the stars. When you look up at the night sky, you are not looking at the edge of something. You are looking within infinity. The universe has no walls, no boundaries, no stopping point where the stars simply end. Instead, it expands softly, constantly, endlessly, stretching space itself in every direction. The galaxies are not moving through space. Space is moving with them. A quiet swelling, a slow breath, a rhythm older than time itself. Astronomers once thought the universe might be flat like a sheet, or curved like a sphere, or even looped, folding back on itself, so that if you traveled far enough in one direction, you might return from the other side. We still don't know for sure. But what we do know is that the universe is far, far larger than what we can see. Our observable universe is about 93 billion light years wide, the farthest reach of light since the beginning of time. But beyond that horizon may lie more galaxies, more stars, more everything, too far away for their light to have ever reached us. The universe doesn't end there. It simply continues beyond what we can know, and it's not still. It's expanding. Every galaxy we see is drifting farther away, carried by the stretching of space itself. The farther away a galaxy is, the faster it seems to move. Eventually, many of them will move so far that their light will never reach us again. They will fade, not because they have gone out, but because the space between Usha's grown too wide for their light to cross. We live in a gentle separation, a universe that is slowly letting go. But that's not sad, it's natural. Everything expands, even silence. Scientists once thought gravity might slow this expansion, maybe even reverse it, pulling everything back inward in a big crunch. But the opposite seems to be true. Something unseen is pushing the universe outward faster and faster. We call it dark energy. We don't know what it is, only that it's there. An invisible pressure, woven through all of space, accelerating everything apart. It's a quiet mystery, one that touches every particle, every planet, every thought. Even here, Indy, your small corner of the cosmos, dark energy hums softly, stretching the space between your atom, ever so slightly. You can't feel it, but it's there, the breath of the universe itself. And yet, for all this vastness, there is a shape, a structure. The galaxies form patterns, threads and clusters, woven together like a web. Astronomers call it the cosmic web. Vast network of light and gravity spanning billions of light years. Where the threads intersect, galaxies gather like dewdrops. Between them lie enormous voids, dark, empty regions where almost nothing exists. It's the universe's skeleton, its hidden architecture. A map not just of stars, but of gravity itself. If you could see it all at once, you would see something that looks almost alive. A living network, a pulse of creation frozen in slow motion. And somewhere, in one tiny corner of one filament of that great web, lies a small spiral galaxy, the Milky Way. Inside it, a modest yellow star. Around it, a handful of planets. And on one of those planets, in the thin blue air, a small being looks up and wonders what all of it means. That being is you. You, a mind made of atoms, contemplating the atoms that made it. A speck that can imagine infinity. You might think you're far from the stars, but you're not. The calcium in your bones was forged in the heart of a dying star. The oxygen in your lungs was born in ancient explosions. The iron in your blood once burned in a supernova. Are not separate from the universe. You are the universe, remembering itself. The same laws that shape galaxies shape your heartbeat. The same gravity that pulls the stars together pulls you gently toward the earth as you lie here, resting. You are made of stardust, and the stars are made of you. So when you close your eyes tonight, and the dark folds softly around you, remember this: the darkness is not empty. It's full of light too distant to see, of worlds too faint to name, of possibilities still unfolding. You are floating within it, safe, loved, infinite. The same space that carries galaxies also carries you. The same time that birthed the stars flows quietly through your veins. You are part of the great beyond, a traveler, a dreamer, a heartbeat within eternity. Sleep now and let the stars expand within your dreams. Let the galaxies drift past you like soft lanterns in the night. You are not lost in the universe. The universe is within you, and it, too, is still unfolding, still learning, still dreaming through you. Part 18. The Quiet Mysteries. Dark matter, time, and the edges of understanding. The more we learn about the universe, the more we realize how much we don't know. The stars, the planets, the galaxies, all the things we can see, make up only a small part of everything that exists. Most of the cosmos is invisible, silent, unseen, but it shapes everything. It bends light, it sculpts galaxies, it holds the universe together, quietly, patiently, like the unseen roots of a vast cosmic tree. This invisible substance is what we call dark matter. We can't see dark matter. It doesn't shine. It doesn't reflect. It doesn't absorb light. And yet, we know it's there because of how it moves the things we can see. Galaxies spin faster than they should. Stars at the edges move too quickly to stay bound. If only visible matter were holding them together. Something else, something vast and hidden, must be there, weaving its gravity through space, keeping the galaxies whole. that something is dark matter. It makes up nearly 85% of all matter in the universe. But what it's made of, no one knows. Maybe it's a new kind of particle. Maybe it's something stranger, something that doesn't fit any equation we've written yet. We don't know what it is, only that without it, the universe would fall apart. And then there's something even deeper, dark energy. If dark matter holds the universe together, dark energy pushes it apart. It's the reason galaxies drift away faster and faster, the force behind the universe's quiet expansion. But it's not a force we can point to. It's not a wind or a wave. It's simply there, invisible, constant, woven into the fabric of space itself. Together, dark matter and dark energy make up 95% of everything that exists. All the stars, planets, and galaxies we know, everything we've ever seen, is only the remaining 5%. Imagine that everything humanity has ever known is just the tip of an invisible iceberg floating in the sea of infinity. And then there is time, that silent current that carries everything forward. We measure it with clocks. We feel it in our hearts, but we still don't know what it truly is. Is time something that flows, or is it a landscape we move through moment to moment? Like travelers on a hidden path, Einstein showed us that time isn't constant. It stretches, it bends, it slows near strong gravity, and races through emptiness. That means there is no single now. Every moment exists, woven into the fabric of space-time, past, present, and future, all connected like notes in a song still playing. So when you remember something long ago, you might not be recalling the past. You might be touching it, briefly, softly, as if it still exists, just out of reach. Scientists have tried to imagine what lies beyond time. Could there be another layer of reality where time doesn't flow, but simply is? Could the universe itself be a kind of echo, repeating patterns over and over in endless cycles of creation and rest? Perhaps time isn't a line at all. Perhaps it's a circle, turning quietly, forever. The same starlight you see tonight might one day shine again in another universe, in another sky, in another dream. And so, we live surrounded by mysteries, dark matter, dark energy, time itself, all invisible, yet all essential. They are the silence beneath the music, the breath beneath the words, the unseen rhythm that holds everything together. It's strange, isn't it, that what we can't see is what gives meaning to what we can, that the unseen makes everything possible, just like love, or hope, or sleep. The universe does not rush to explain itself. It reveals its secrets slowly, like a flower opening at night, one petal at a time. And maybe that's what makes it so beautiful, that it still keeps some things hidden. Maybe the mystery is part of the peace. So as you lie there now, breathing softly, imagine those unseen forces all around you. Dark matter holding the galaxies together, dark energy stretching the stars apart, time flowing gently beneath it all. You're floating in that balance, invisible, eternal, perfect. Even the things we can't explain can hold us, can comfort us, can sing us softly to sleep. Sleep now, traveler of the cosmos. The mysteries can wait for morning. The questions can rest. For tonight, let the unknown be your lullaby. You are surrounded by wonder. You are wrapped in the unseen. You are part of the universe's greatest secret. And that secret is peace. Part 19, The Final Horizon, The Fate of the Universe, and the Quiet End of Time. The universe had a beginning. That much we know. A single moment of light, billions of years ago, when space itself awoke and began to breathe. But how will it end? That no one knows for sure. Still, scientists have imagined its possible futures, and each one, in its own quiet way, is beautiful. The first story is called The Heat Death, a name that sounds harsh, but in truth, it is the gentlest ending of all. In this vision, the universe keeps expanding forever. Galaxies drift farther apart. Stars exhaust their fuel, fade, and die. Planets freeze. Black holes swallow what's left. And slowly, the cosmos grows quiet. Over trillions of years, light itself thins into silence. Every star burns out. Every atom cools, until only darkness remains. Vast, soft, and eternal. Not a violent end, but a whisper. Not destruction, but rest. A slow exhale of everything that ever was. But perhaps the universe will not fade. Perhaps one day it will begin to fall back in on itself. Gravity pulling everything home. Galaxies will stop receding. Stars will begin to drift inward. The sky, once filled with light, will darken as the galaxies merge. Everything, every atom, every photon, every memory will collapse together in a final moment of unimaginable density. That is the Big Crunch, a cosmic return, a grand closing of the book. Some even imagine that out of that compression, a new universe might be born, a new spark, a new expansion, a new beginning. Perhaps this has happened before. Perhaps it will happen again. An infinite heartbeat, expansion, contraction, rebirth, the cosmos breathing in and out, forever. Then there is the strangest story of all, the Big Rip. In this one, dark energy grows stronger over time, tearing galaxies apart, then stars, then planets, then atoms themselves. Even the fabric of space and time would unravel, ending not in silence, but in a final moment of infinite separation. And yet, even this ending is not a tragedy, because every end in its own way is simply a transformation, a return of energy to the void, a new kind of beginning we cannot yet imagine. The truth is, we don't know which future awaits us. We might live in a universe that cools forever, or one that collapses and begins again, or one that dissolves in a single brilliant sigh. But all of them, every story, every ending, share something in common. They remind us that everything in the universe is connected, that life and death, creation and decay, light and dark, are all part of the same endless rhythm. If you could look far enough ahead, beyond stars, beyond galaxies, beyond even time, you might see that nothing ever truly disappears. Energy changes form, matter drifts and reshapes, memories dissolve, but their patterns linger in ways we cannot see. Perhaps even after the last light fades, something remains. Not matter, not energy, but meaning. A trace of awareness, a spark of curiosity. The echo of everything that once was, folded into the quiet fabric of what remains. And in that silence, in that stillness beyond measure, perhaps there will still be motion, not in stars or galaxies, but in possibility, the potential for new creation. The universe is a story that never truly ends. Even in darkness, something stirs, something becomes. Maybe that's the truest nature of existence, to never stop becoming. So, as you rest tonight, remember that you too are part of this endless story. The atoms in your body were born in stars that no longer shine. The light that touches your skin has traveled millions of years to reach you. You are living proof that the universe still creates, still wonders, still dreams. And someday, long after your own light has faded, the elements that once made you will rise again in new stars, new worlds, new life. Nothing is ever lost. Everything transforms. Let that thought cradle you now, the gentle truth that you're part of something infinite, and that infinity is never in a hurry. The stars will end one day. The galaxies will drift apart. Time will slow to a whisper. And yet, you are here, alive, awake, and part of it all. You are the universe experiencing itself just for a moment in the shape of a human being. And that, in all its quiet glory, is enough. Close your eyes now. Breathe softly. Let go of the need to understand. The cosmos will continue just as it always has, expanding, shifting, dreaming, and somewhere in that dream, your light is part of its glow. Sleep now, child of stars. The universe is vast, but you are home within it, forever. Part 20, The Eternal Return, How Everything Might Begin. Again, imagine for a moment the universe has reached its quiet end. The stars have gone dark. The galaxies have faded into dust. Time itself has slowed, till even seconds seem to sleep. All that remains is a deep, endless calm, a silence so complete, almost hums. And yet, somewhere within that silence, a spark remains, not of light, not of sound, but of possibility. Science calls it quantum fluctuation, tiny, random ripples in the emptiness of space. Even in the deepest void, the universe cannot stay perfectly still. Particles flicker in and out of existence, like thoughts forming in a dream. And perhaps one of those flickers might one day grow, a new burst of space and time, a new beginning, a new universe, unfolding from the ashes of the old. Some scientists believe this has happened before, that our universe is not the first nor the last, but one chapter in an infinite series of awakenings, a cycle of creation and rest, a rhythm beyond time, a cosmic heartbeat, every big bang a breath, in every collapse or fade a breath out, forever expanding, forever renewing. In this vision, the end is never the end. When the stars have burned away and space has fallen silent, a new spark will rise, new atoms will form, new galaxies will gather, and one day, on some distant world, under some unfamiliar sky, a new kind of being will open its eyes and look up just as we do now. They will wonder where they came from. They will search for their origins, their meaning, their place in the stars, and somewhere deep in the fabric of their cosmos will be the echoes of ours, our atoms, our light, our questions. The story will begin again. It's comforting, isn't it, to think that nothing truly ends, that everything that ever was continues in some form, that even after the longest silence, the universe remembers how to sing, and maybe that's what eternity really means. Not endless time, but endless becoming, an infinite cycle of sleeping, waking, and dreaming anew. You are part of that cycle, too. Every cell in your body is made from ancient starlight. Every breath you take once flowed through forests and oceans and clouds, and hearts. You are part of the same rhythm. Born, transformed, and reborn again, you too are an echo of a universe that never stops creating. When you sleep, your mind drifts through that rhythm, floating in the same quiet current that carries galaxies across the dark. So, tonight, as you lie in the gentle pull of gravity, remember, you are made of everything. The atoms in your hands-ons danced in suns, the water in your veins once shimmered in comets, the carbon in your lungs was born in the heart of dying stars. You are the cosmos experiencing itself in one brief, beautiful moment of awareness, and someday you will return to it, to the dust, to the stars, to the great quiet from which everything came. But it will not be an ending. It will be a homecoming. Let that thought carry you now, softly, like a tide pulling you toward rest. The stars are still singing, though you can't hear them. The galaxies are still turning, though they move too slowly to see. And the universe, your universe, is still dreaming through you. You are safe in its rhythm. You are part of its breath. You are eternal. So close your eyes. Let the silence take. You drift with the galaxies. Float through the stars. There are no endings here, only beginnings wearing different names. Sleep now, child of the cosmos. The universe is not done with you yet. It is simply turning the page. And in the next story, you will shine again. And now, as the last echoes of the cosmos fade, let your mind grow still. The journey through our solar system, through light and shadow, through wonder and mystery, has come to rest, not with answers, but with peace. The planets continue their silent orbits. The stars still burn. And you, here in this quiet moment, are part of it all. Every breath you take moves in rhythm with the universe. Every heartbeat is another pulse in the grand design. You don't need to understand the stars to belong among them. You already do. So let go of thought, let go of time. The galaxies will keep their watch while you drift into dreams. The same gravity that holds the planets cradles you now. The same starlight that warms distant worlds rests gently on your skin. You are safe. You are seen. You are infinite. And if, in your dreams, you find yourself floating through the stars again, past Jupiter's storms, past Saturn's rings, past the whispering edge of the solar wind, remember this: you are home, always. Thank you for dreaming with us, for wandering softly through space and wonder. May your sleep be deep, your heart be light, and your soul as calm as the dark between the stars. Good night, traveler, until the stars wake again.